It's not every day you have a superstar mega dude like Matthew West that's hanging out with you in the morning. But right now, he's doing something. He's right here. And you can watch the whole thing online as well at hisradio.com. And you can relive these moments as well, especially what happened about 10 minutes ago on the website at hisradio.com and on Roku with a video replay. Matthew West, you're awesome, man.
You're awesome. That was such a treat this morning to get to see their faces and relive that story. Isn't that powerful, though? I mean, that just shows me that every single one of us, that God has a plan for each one of us,
Yeah.
and He can speak through our stories in a powerful way. The question is, are we going to trust Him and are we going to let Him? You know, Andrea's life is proof of what happens when we step out in faith and say, I'm going to dare to live a better story with my life.
Yeah, and wait till you see that, because what Matthew's referring to is what we did 10 minutes ago. In case you missed it,
Yeah.
We caught up with the young lady he wrote the song about in Uganda. It's called Do Something. Andrea is an incredible human being, and you'll see that at hisradio.com. One thing that we were able to do is people wanted to ask you questions.
Okay.
So we have the hashtag Ask Matthew,
All right.
and here they are.
We've got some very hard-hitting questions like this one. Camden on Facebook wants to know, real bacon or turkey bacon?
Wow, Camden. We're really getting to the heart of the matter here.
Yes.
I'm going to go with real bacon, but I need to cut back because I'm in Rob Dempsey's presence.
So the answer is
Yeah,
turkey.
Yeah, I guess I should say turkey bacon.
Hannah on Instagram asks, what are some things you do to settle stage fright?
Well, I don't really get scared as much anymore. I get this kind of nervous excitement. It's kind of like if you've ever been to a rodeo and you see the bull in the cage before they set it loose to chase the clown. Sometimes I get that kind of excited before the stage, and so before I hit the stage. So the band and I, we say a prayer together and try to just sort of calm our nervous excitement. But sometimes nervous excitement is a good thing. Sometimes I peek out to the audience too, just to make sure I'm not going to be singing to myself, I get nervous when I see empty seats.
And Joanne on Facebook says, out of all your songs, which song would you believe to be the most inspiring?
Well, that's probably a question for Joanne. I don't know. I hope they're all inspiring in some way, and hopefully somebody's life's been encouraged by it. But I do hear a lot of stories from people who share with me about the song Hello, My Name Is, and just how they needed that reminder that they're not who their past says they are, they're not who the world says they are, but they are who God says they are, and they're a child of the one true King.
There was one that intrigued me that I'm very curious about. There was something, what Miller asked one. What was the one he asked?
JD wants to know what your favorite dance move is.
Oh, yeah, your favorite dance move.
My favorite one is the lawnmower.
The lawnmower.
Yeah, have y'all?
Can you demonstrate for us?
Oh, I could show you real quick.
Okay.
But these moves are illegal in 5 states.
They are, huh?
So, it's the lawnmowers here. I need to hear that. Start, or it's not starting. And then it starts, and then you mow. And then it starts, and then you mow. What about the typewriter?
You got the typewriter? Oh, man. Oh, man. No, we got a better one for the typewriter. Here you go. That's a better one for the typewriter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on! What is that? It's like the polka. Oh, my goodness. My daughter would be so embarrassed right now. She is like all about her dance moves. She takes dance class and she comes back with all these hip moves, and I'll try to impersonate him. She'll be like, Dad, that's so lame.
Hanging out with Matthew West this morning. Hashtag Matthew West on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook as well. You can ask a question right there. Hashtag Ask Matthew. We noticed that, one thing that Matthew does is you go to a cabin and you do something at this cabin.
I do. I read people's stories. I've collected close to 40,000 stories from people all over the country and all over the world. And so when those stories started pouring in, I felt like I'm going to need to get away. No offense to my kids, but I need to read some of these stories and really get alone. And so I rent this sweet lady's cabin, and I'll go out to the cabin and just be alone, or sort of alone sometimes. There's little critters and creatures out in the woods.
Yeah, we noticed. As
I'm a
a
city
matter
boy.
of fact, we took a look back in the archives, and this had happened in your cabin.
While in the bathroom, I heard some noises.
Yeah.
So I just want you to hear this. Let's see what we find.
Dude, there's a mouse in that thing. What did you think?
There were several. I mean, did you hear that? It was like, well, what I found out is that there was mice, but there was also a giant squirrel.
Oh.
The world's largest squirrel. Actually, I'm not sure if it's the world's largest, but but like late at night, imagine being at this cabin late at night and you got to go to the bathroom or you're, washing your hands in the sink and you just hear these like, what sounds like fingernails on on the wall. It just creeped me out, man. Sometimes I would leave the cabin because I was just kind of creeped out, but they caught the culprit. So
Was this the time they caught it? Because I noticed you were in the kitchen and this happened in the kitchen.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, jeez. I hate you. I hate you.
Oh man. I'm so glad I didn't say a bad word. I mean, I said, hey, that's my brother.
That's your, yeah? And it turned out to be, what was that? What is that?
It was a little, a little fake mouse that you wind up, and he had set it behind the toaster. My brother did, just to mess with me. And when I went to get it, there it is.
As a little... Did that thing come out at you?
Yeah. And then if you hear me at the end, I'm like, I just peed my pants. So never a dull moment, man.
Oh, that is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Matthew West is here this morning on His Radio. You can catch it on the video replay as well at hisradio.com and on Roku.